Let's talk about how the AP exam is formatted and how we're going to prepare for stellar results. Because the better you score on the AP, the less likely you are to have to take language in college. You can if you want, but I don't want to have you waste the time or the money. The AP exam in Latin is, first off, realize that 50% of the exam comes down to the multiple choice section. There will be 20 questions on the syllabus, and there will be 30 questions, about 15 and 15, in a prose and poetry passage that you've not seen before. So we're going to be preparing that. The better you do in the multiple choice, the better you do in the AP exam. In section 2, it's a free response. It's about 2 hours, 5 questions. There's usually a 15-minute reading period that's encouraged, but it's not built in. So you have to get that usage. You'll have 2 translations. They weigh for about 15%. And you have 2 spots, 6-question mini questions, and a passage of Virgil and a Caesar in the syllabus. And then, of course, an essay, which will take 2 texts. That's about 25% of the exam there. It's going to be a document-based question using theme. And we'll go over the themes in just a second. The key of this whole thing is that we have to get the syllabus done. My goal in reading is not to give too much at any night. A lot of AP teachers will run 30 lines. I like to run about 20 to 25. Could be a little bit more than that, but not as much as other programs are doing because we have a different approach. These are the themes that you'll see all the time. Well, actually, these aren't the themes. These are the standards that are necessary for the class in the approved syllabus. And everything we're going to do, as in Latin 1 and 2, will really deal with getting you all prepared. I'm less of a teacher and more of a coach. So let's talk about how we're going to prepare you. Well, to prepare you for the 50-question 1-hour exam, you're going to have nightly preps over the passage we just covered in class, not over the passage that you're preparing for class for the next day. We play with 2 passages every day, one that we've done and one that we're going to do. These preps only deal with what we've covered in class. Multiple choice, short answer, everything on QUIA. Daily quizzes. There are 5-question daily quizzes over the passage we just covered using the same multiple choice format we'll see on the AP. And as well as, since it's the entire syllabus we have to cover, you will see, every week, sometimes 2 times a week, sometimes 3, things called red reviews. You'll have a minute to cover a short passage and take the exam and then muddle through a translation with me. It's assisted. I mean, I'm not expecting perfection, but I do want to make sure that you're keeping in mind the whole syllabus. Also, old-timey Latin grammar TPSs. Those we'll do over the summer. It's found in the QUIA class. This is a little different type of grammar approach than we've used, but this is making sure that you're ready for the grammar that will be on, the terminology that will be on the exam. SAT2 TPSs, SAT2s, we'll be preparing for them from August until November, because December 4th is the first SAT2, is the last SAT2 you have to worry about. And those are straight TPSs we'll be doing. And then NLE3, because you might as well have a little bit of extra practice. Now, these will all be summatively analyzed by the CRAP exam, Constructed Response AP exam, 50 questions, same format as the AP. And your goal is that 18th of May AP exam. Every student who took the AP exam that I've ever taught said that everything's prepared them for it, and my tests are harder. So I'm not too worried. SAT2 examination will be found in your final exam for first semester. That'll be 2 December. And that one is your last one to hit. Key is to get a better score. And then, of course, we'll also be preparing for the NLE Prose exam and for March. All right, so let's talk about how we're analyzing the free response. We have 2 translations, 12 short answer questions, 1 essay. So nightly prep, there's a video of me analyzing the passage. You should follow along, mark up your own text, and we'll also have daily spot questions, which you'll have a preview the night before. I'm giving you the English passage. All of these things, I only want 3 sentences: a claim, warrant, impact. We're not writing books at this stage. We're writing 3 sentences, because if you can hit 3 sentences, you can string those together. And if we do it enough, you'll be able to prepare. And then, of course, a nightly preview of what we're covering the next day, as well as a daily essential question, which goes back into the preview, which goes back into the spots. And this will help you in the translation. We'll do scoring camp, so you'll see how scores are done on the translation. And then, of course, spots and essays. Essay, it's a fairly structured format, and it's really throw as much evidence as you can against the wall. So that takes care of preparation for the AP exam, how we're going to do it, and we'll talk about the class design and process overview in the next lecture.